Hi everyone, I'm Sheikh, and in this video, we will going to create three input boxes and two buttons. So basically, what we are going to do is that we will create two input boxes for numbers to add them, and when the addition is done, then that output should be displayed in the third box. That's why we are creating three text boxes, input boxes, and two buttons. So first one is for addition, and that button we will call it as add. We will give it as a title add, and the second one is for subtraction. We will give it a title as sub. So here I have created three files, namely index.html for doing HTML stuffs. Second one is style.css for CSS and page styling and formatting, and the third one is for scripting. So basically we will going to perform addition and subtraction type of function in the JavaScript using JavaScript. So on the left hand side, I have opened a Chrome browser in that by using a live browser inside Visual Studio, and here I have given a title of our page as addition and subtraction, and I have added the style, the CSS using the link tag, and JavaScript using script tag, so that whatever we will going to implement on the CSS and JavaScript, it will get reflected on our page. So that's why I given a link and script tag inside our HTML page. Okay. So the first one, what we will do as, let me give it as, okay, the first okay, so we will going to create a division tag container in that for our first input tag. Okay, and basically in the second one, division tag for the last input tag. Okay, so by using both of these we will going to do addition. Okay, and the third one would be for output. Okay, output input tag. So whatever addition we had, we will going to perform using these two first and last division tags, so it will going to reflect inside this input tag. Okay, output input tag. And the third one will be for the division for buttons. Okay, buttons. So whatever buttons we will going to create, we will going to create inside a division tag. So let me first create a division tag. Let me call this at addition. Okay, so inside this we will going to create an input tag with the type number. Okay, with the tag number, and inside this we will going to give it an class name as addition 1. Okay, so we are done with our first input tag. Okay, so now the second one will create for the, let me create it as first instead of last. Here first one. Okay, and here also we need to give it as last, so that it will, we will not going to become confused by it. Let it the second input tag as number type, then class name. So class name should be related with the division container. It we are okay. So now we have created two input boxes. Let's get reflected on that. Okay, here you can see that we have created two input boxes with only numbers as an input. So now let's create an output input tag. Here also uh, input as output. So I have given the division tag as an output class. Okay, so let inside we will going to give again the number input tag, then class as output 1. Okay, so we have created three boxes. We can label it as label for first, okay, label for last. Okay, last, done. And here also we need to give it as label for output. Okay, output. So we have created three tags. Now we'll need to create box buttons. Okay, so let's create first button, class name as add. Okay, add. So basically this button will be going to perform addition function. Okay, addition operation. The second button should do subtraction. So now we have created both buttons and input boxes. Okay, so let we go inside style. So for this, so for body of the page, I'm going to use as display as a flex effect. Okay, and flex direction should be column. Flex direction should be column. Okay, and we will going to align items to the center. Okay, again justify contain center, and let give gap between both as 10 pixel. Okay, okay, so we are given all this stuff, gap, okay, etc. So let's do this with the button tag also. So for button class, buttons display flex, again flex direction should be flex direction should be row, and the gap between them should be 10 pixel. Done. So here you can see that we have created first, last and output input boxes. So now let's go to the script tag. So the first addition code will be as follow. Let's select the addition button. So let's go and see the class of the add button. So it is add class. Okay. Now attach it with the add event listener. When we click on this add button, it will going to perform addition of the above two boxes. From the, it will choose elements from first and last input box, and will add it and give the output inside output input box. So inside let me give select first and last input box. So for first we will going to perform document.query selector. Inside this, select the first input box. Okay, the first input box having a class name as first one. So we will going to give first one. Here we have selected the tag only, so need to select the value of the tag. So for that I have given a value attribute also. So we have selected our first input tag, input box, using the first variable. Let's select the last one also, query selector. Okay, then last one. Okay, then give it value. So we have done a selection of the input boxes. Now let's move towards. So here guys, we have to need to know that whatever we are going to select from the first and last text box, it will be in the form of string also. Okay, so we cannot add two strings, we can only concat both of them. So for this I will show you alert type of. Let's see what kind of the value inside this first box. So here you can see that we whatever value we will type inside the first input box, so it will be of string type. Okay, so we cannot add strings together, we can only join them. So let's see for the second also, last. It will be also in the form of strings also. So we need to convert. Okay, so we need to convert the first and last text box value. So we want it into integer, so we will convert first and last input box value to integer using parse int function, parse int method. Okay, so for this we will need to give a variable, then parse int, then inside give the variable. So we are giving first. Let's do for the second also, last also we have done with. Now let's check what type of a and b is. Okay, so let's give it. Okay, 77. Let's check now. So now you can see that it's converted to the number. Okay, so now we can add both of them. Let's do with the last also. Let's check for the b also. Okay, it is also converted back to integer. Okay, so now we can add both of them. Now add a and b. So let's call this add. Okay, so let's call this add addition. Okay, simply addition. So now addition of a and then b. Okay, so we have done our addition. Now let's uh, assign the addition variable to output text box. Okay, so we will going to perform a value assignment. Okay, so now we will declare or say assign whatever value. Okay, let me give it as output 1. Okay, so we are having output 1. Okay, output 1. So we will going to assign this value, this entire text box value, to be addition. So whatever this addition variable holds, it will uh, assign to the output input box. Okay, by using this function. Okay, so now we are done with it. Now let's check that Is it working or not? Now you can see that it is working. Okay, let's do again. 5 6 11. Okay, so suppose if we commented this parse, suppose if we commented this conversion. Okay, so let's do it as so. Comment out this also. I'm just going to okay, just we need to add the first and last. So now let's see what it will give us. Okay, 5 and 5. Now you can see it's not actually adding the first and last. It actually concatenate or say join them. Okay, so 5 is a string and last is also string. The both string connected together it will forms as 55. So actually it's not doing addition. So preventing this for preventing this we are converting our first and last element to integer by using parse int. So in this way we can see that by using this we can add both of them. Okay, so now let's move to the subtraction part, also subtraction code. So let again give it now let again select the subtraction button by using class, then give add event listener. Again we will going to click it. When we click it, it will going to perform subtraction function. Okay, subtraction operation. So here also we need to select first and last input box. Okay, so I can simply copy. So let me copy all this code. Okay, let me copy all this code. So all this will till this. Okay, till this it will remain same. So what we need to only do, we need to change the sign and the variable name. Instead of addition I am using subtraction. Okay, okay, so we are done with it. Now let's check does it working or not. Okay, so you can see after clicking on subtraction button we can see that it's giving us a subtraction of the first and last input boxes value. So 6 minus 3 is 3. Let's do again. 10 minus 3, what it will give us? 7. Okay, and for addition it will show us 13. For subtraction it will give us 7. Okay, 10 minus 3 7 and 10 plus 3 13. So in this way we can create uh, addition and subtraction using HTML, CSS and JavaScript.